Hey, what's up you guys? It's Simon. Welcome back to my channel. And I know at the beginning of almost every video I say that we're going to be doing something a little bit different today, but today that is obviously truer than ever because as you guys can already tell, my face is on camera for an extended period of time. And I'm not drawing. So, let me explain to y'all how this video came to be. Originally, it was going to be like an artist tries out, like TikTok trend sort of thing, because as you guys know, I'm on TikTok. I enjoy it thoroughly. My TikTok has been blowing up recently because I made a stupid video with my little brother. He got a Danny DeVito pillow for Christmas, and I just filmed him flipping the sequins over, and now it's like this whole thing, and I get notifications about it every few seconds. But I still love TikTok, so I was like, I'm gonna do a video where I do a bunch of different little art trends on TikTok, and this was originally the last one because, as you can't already tell from the title, one of the trends on TikTok, and I believe a few years ago this was a trend on YouTube too, but artists would do their makeup like their art, essentially, exactly what the title says. And so, this was originally the last video, and then I realized as I was like halfway through this, I was like, it's really hard for me to film this TikTok. It was really hard for me to film the other two. I don't know how I'm gonna edit this video. The footage looks really, really bad. Everything is just not going good. So I decided, I was like, okay, this footage itself is relatively decent. The TikTok footage was horrible, but the actual recording footage for this TikTok was fine. So I was like, well, they did it on YouTube before, so I can still get a video out of the hours that I spent trying to work on this video. So I still wanted to at least do something, I guess. So that is this. You see me struggling very much right now. I'm doing my eyeliner, and because I didn't have actual eyeliner, because again, this was for a TikTok, and I wasn't about to go ham, I'm using eyeshadow, and it's not going great, as you can tell by my little head shake. It was really hard for me to I guess get things looking decent because I didn't have a mirror, I didn't have half my makeup on, I didn't put concealer on, I didn't put primer on, I didn't put anything on because again, I was not gonna go crazy. I was just gonna do very light, just do like, you know, how I always do a little triangle eyelashes underneath the eyeballs, and then I was gonna do like super pink cheeks and nose like I always do on all of my illustrations, and then I was gonna mess around with like the little highlights on my nose and stuff. So I actually didn't get most of the products that I would have used if I was going to do a whole video about this, but I hope you guys enjoy me making a fool out of myself nonetheless. I hope this isn't a boring video for you guys to watch. Obviously I'm an art channel, and it still does relate to my art because obviously I'm not just doing my makeup, I'm trying to replicate my eye, or not my eye, I was looking at my eye, replicate my style, as you could tell by me putting these little triangles on my eyes. And I wish, knowing what I did throughout this video, I wish I left those alone because they actually looked pretty decent and pretty cute, and then I mess with them again later, and it's very annoying. And this, okay, this, you can see how red this is. I literally love it so much, but then I keep putting it on and I don't stop, and that's because I'm not using actual blush. I'm using a little bit of blush, but I'm also using eyeshadow, like it was a really berry sort of shade that I mixed with a blush. I don't remember what it is. I think it's Too Faced, some limited edition Christmas palette from like 2 years ago, but I don't really support Too Faced anymore, so I don't want to say what palette it is. I don't even know if you can get it anymore, but I basically was using a very berry shaded eyeshadow and then mixing it with like this dark shimmery peach blush. If any of you care and would like to replicate it, or if you just like very noticeable blush, don't use blush, use eyeshadow. It's a lot more pigmented and it actually ends up looking a lot better. So this part that I'm doing right now is the part that I was the most excited for apart from my eyelashes, and that was, y'all know I draw lips like just very round, you know, on top and bottom. So this was me trying to get my top lip to be just totally circular and not have like any bit of the cupid's bow at all. You also saw me make that little face, and that was because I pressed my lips together, and I was like, dang it, because one thing that I usually do on a lot of my illustrations is the top lip will be darker than the bottom lip. So me pressing my lips together made them the same color, and I was like, what are you doing, you fool? So that was me fixing that mistake, and then I'm going back over my cupid's bow because as it dried I was like, that still doesn't look round, and it kind of did at this point, but every time the light hit it I was like, this looks stupid. You can tell that like I have my lips there. I should have put lip liner there too, but I didn't. This part I really regret being lazy here, because this was the part where I finally decided that this was not a TikTok, and I should have gone up and got a round brush, or I have like a brush that's like just a one very fine like straight line almost, and I should have used that because then I would have been able to fix the corners a little better, because y'all know I do the little like round corners and then a straight line sort of thing, and I was using an angled brush, so it looks stupid, and you can see me trying to fix it, and there's no saving it. You can't. So the next thing I'm doing, obviously you can see I messed up my stupid triangles again, because I was like, oh, it's not enough, I gotta make them more triangly, and instead I made them worse and gave up. So this is me just sort of sitting and trying to remember what else I wanted to do to replicate my style, sort of. So I remembered I always do highlights on like the outer edge of the nose, and also I wanted to try to define the edges of my nose a little bit more, especially because I put glitter all over the sides and you couldn't see like where the edge of it was. Obviously I'm not intending to go out in this makeup. This isn't like a actual decent wear this every day sort of thing. It's like a I'm trying to look like my drawing sort of thing. So I would never define the edges like that's some extreme contour, just a straight dark brown line. Would never do that in real life. I wish I'd stopped here at the bottom of my nose after I did that extra, like I always do the little triangle of shadow underneath it, and I wish I stopped there, but instead I remembered, oh, when I use my Copics I always go like a little bit under the eye with contour, and this is where things just fell apart. It was like I put way too much pigment on the brush. I didn't have primer or concealer on, like I said. I had a little bit of foundation, but I was really lazy with it because you couldn't really see that well on camera how covered my foundation was. You could see it in the TikTok. It looked really cakey and bad, and that's another reason that I was like, I can't post this because it looks really bad. But on camera, it looked really cute, so I was like, okay. But because I didn't have concealer on, because I didn't have enough foundation on, because I didn't have primer on, this is really hard to blend. And then I'm trying to do my neck on that part, as you guys can tell, and then I like move in on my face more and it looks horrible. But overall that was the look. I think the only thing I do is I put some lip gloss on and I try to make it look a little glossy, because I've been doing like extra shiny lips lately. I don't know what that was about. And then I sort of like look it over, realize I look like a mess, and the video's over. I hope you guys enjoyed this video. I know, like I said, it was, I don't want to say a little bit different because it's a lot different than what I normally do on this channel, but I still hope you guys like it nonetheless. If you guys want to see me try this again and go a little more in depth and actually try to do it well, let me know in the comments. Probably not. I know I wouldn't want me to. But yeah, so be sure to like this video if you liked it, dislike it if you don't like it, and subscribe so you don't miss any more videos. We all know still I'm doing 2 videos every week. In the year, my brain literally stopped working. I'm doing 2 videos every week for the entirety of 2020, and hopefully from every year and then on that I am on YouTube. But I hope you guys like this video, and I want to give a big shout out to my patron Elise Thompson. Thank you so much for continuing to support me every single month. If you want to get your name shouted out at the end of these videos, be sure to go to patreon.com/SimonAESArts, and you can get these shout outs. You can get tiled wallpapers, commission discounts, illustrated wallpapers, line art, all this other stuff when you go over to Patreon at patreon.com/SimonAESArts, and I will see you guys next Sunday. Bye.